Hello. Welcome back to Life After Plus One. I'm Leanne, your podcast host and your single parent mentor and coach. And it is coming up towards that time of the year. It is the festive season. Me personally, I love Christmas. I love it. And yes, I'm a single parent. And yes, I still do love Christmas. However, I do totally understand that for a lot of people, it is the complete opposite, especially when you're in the new days or the early days of going through your breakup, or this might be your first or second Christmas where you've been apart, where you've been a single parent, and you're still slowly getting used to it. You're still accepting that this is your reality. Because let's face it, Christmas is just one day, and it takes a few years to actually get through that momentum of accepting this is what it is. It's one thing to accept your normal day of life, or your normal way of life, I should say, because that's what you do every day. Christmas, you just go through that once a year. So to actually get that full momentum and fully process what's happening, it does take a few years to really get that pattern happening. So today I want to talk about a few steps to make co-parenting at Christmas time a little bit easier. Now, I do very vividly remember my first Christmas as a single parent, and I think I spent a lot of it in tears because I received a text message from him that day, from my ex, and it was just a message that really hit the spot, really knew how to kind of ruffle my feathers, and that message really shook me up and it affected my whole day. And from that message, I think I spent a lot of it in tears. I remember sitting outside of my mum's house on the front veranda just crying after that had happened. But I'm now in a very different place. I now love where I'm at. I now just look forward to planning my Christmas with my daughter. We've actually got our Santa photo coming up next weekend, or as this goes to air, to be this coming weekends. And that's something we do together every single year. We have our little mummy-daughter Santa photo. And the more Christmases you have together with just you and your kids, or maybe you, your kids, and a new partner even, the more little things you will have for yourself without your ex, without that memory of your ex. And that's what it's about. The more years you go through, the more time you have, or the more Christmases you go through, the more memories you make, the more experiences you have without your ex. And that's where those new memories and new traditions and new everything start to come in. Because at the start, in those first few years, especially the first year, you don't have any other memories to reflect on. You don't have anything else to really look back on and think about how great your Christmas can be, because pretty much all your Christmas memories are probably with your ex, and then probably that big family life and maybe with their family. And it's very hard to really process and accept, okay, my Christmas is without them. My Christmas is without the ex's parents, who were your kids' grandparents, and having that whole big family maybe with your ex. And it's like, this is not the same anymore. Maybe it's a much smaller Christmas celebration, but you learn to make it what it is. You learn to really make it special with what you have. And that's the big thing. It's important to not get caught up in the bubble of focusing on what you don't have, which is very easy to do. Well, I don't have this. I've only got a small family. I'm so lonely. I'm so miserable. The kids have gone to the other parents. It's boring. It's sad. It's depressing. It's what you make it. So before I keep talking too much, I'm going to dive into the episode and really just unpack a few things of what to take into consideration when you're co-parenting at Christmas time, to eliminate some of that drama and stress and to make it flow a little nicer for you. So let's jump on in. Welcome to the Life After Plus One podcast, where we turn life's lemons into delightful lemonade. Get ready for inspiring stories, uplifting conversations, and all the tips and tricks to rock your single parent journey with style. I'm your host, Leanne, and it's time to embrace the adventure of Life After Plus One. So let's dive in. Now, single parenting at Christmas, especially on your first one and those first few Christmases, it is not fun. It's very hard. It's very challenging. It's stressful. It's emotional. It's overwhelming. It's every emotion you can really think of. And it will probably keep going on like that for as long as you've got tension with your ex. Because whilst you've still got that tension there, it makes it more difficult to want to cooperate with them at Christmas time. It makes it more difficult to have that healthy communication with them about things, especially if the kids are maybe spending time with them at Christmas and you want to speak to them and the ex isn't going to let you because there's tension between you two. Is that right? Definitely not. But these situations do happen. And I'm always going to land back on this topic of that's why it's so important to work through those emotions, which is what I do with you here. Because the more you have that anger and resentment and everything built up towards your ex, the harder your co-parenting relationship is. And the harder your co-parenting relationship is, more often than not, the harder your Christmas is. And Christmas is a fun day. It's meant to be a time of fun and joy and happiness and family. And I know it's not that for everyone, but we need to remember it's what you make it as well. So if you sit there and be angry at your ex, you sit there and be sad because you don't have your kids, you sit there and be sad because you don't have that big family Christmas like you did last year or the other years when you were together as a family, that is not going to make your day any better. If anything, that's going to get you stuck in a little rabbit hole of thinking all these what ifs and how come and why not and am I not good enough? And then you're going to get yourself in this spiral of negative talk and doubt, and that's why people end up hating Christmas, because they're caught up focusing on the negatives. They're caught up focusing on what they don't have. So I'm going off track a little bit. Well, I'm not, because this is related to Christmas, but I want to really actually focus on things that can help you with co-parenting to make Christmas a little bit easier. Now, the first big tip is really think about what you want it to look like. And this is something that you see a lot, especially when it comes to New Year's, where people are like, oh, I've got nothing planned. I'm probably just going to sit at home and do nothing. And it happens a lot with Christmas as well. Maybe the kids go to the other parents, and then you got one parent thinking, well, I'll probably just sit at home. The kids are with the other parent. I'm probably just not going to do anything. If that's not what you want to do, well, why not plan what you want it to look like? Because you're not just going to have some magic fairy just jump down on your lap and say, here, boom, here's a fun Christmas for you. Here, boom, here's a fun New Year's for you. Think about what you want it to look like. Because if you're not happy with the way it's been last year, maybe you were on your own last year as a single parent and you weren't happy with the way it turned out, or you weren't happy with how New Year's looked out, then think about how you do want it to look like. Because it's not just going to magically be a great Christmas without you taking any action to make it happen. So if you want a nice Christmas, if you want a nice celebration, if you want a nice New Year's, then think about how you want it to look. How do you want to spend that day? And one big thing for me, this isn't really Christmas related, this is more so New Year's related. I remember for the last few New Year's, I always do something. I like to get out of the house, even if it's just something simple, going locally and watch fireworks. We always do something. And the last 2 years, I've actually decided, no, you know what? I just want to get out. I want to get out of where we live and just do something different. And so the last 2 New Year's Eves, me and my daughter, I just booked a hotel just for us two, and we stayed in a nice hotel, had a nice pool, had fireworks where we were so we could watch the fireworks from pretty much in the pool area. And we had a nice little getaway, just me and her. And I planned that because I was sick of having a New Year's Eve that just I didn't enjoy. It was just going to places where it was crowded with people. You had to drive around for hours to get a parking spot, and then you got stuck in traffic getting out. For me, I don't find joy in that. That doesn't make me happy, sitting in crowds just to watch fireworks. You can really, fireworks from the sky, you can really watch them from everywhere. You don't need to sit in a crowd to watch them. So I thought, I'm actually going to start to plan something different that I actually will enjoy doing. And that is something we look forward to. And that's what I'm getting at. Really plan what you want it to look like. If you're not happy with how it's going or how it looked last year, or you're thinking that this year it's going to be miserable because it's just you and the kids are at the other parent's house, or you don't have other family around, or you've got nothing else planned, then really plan something. Or maybe it is just you and the kids and you don't have any other family to spend it with. Then think about how you can spend it where you can make it fun. Think about what you want it to look like. What does your ideal Christmas look like? What does your ideal New Year's look like? And plan it. Now, you may not think, or you may think to yourself, well, I don't have the money to do it how I like. Well, you've got a year to plan for next year. You've got a year to put money away for next year's Christmas or New Year's Eve. Start saving and start planning for that one. Or do something similar, but do it a bit low budget. Do it a bit low key. Maybe you've just always wanted to do it with friends. Invite friends over for the afternoon. Make it how you want it. So if you're dreading Christmas, you're dreading New Year's, actually plan. Think about what you want. Stop relying on people to call you or people to message you and say, hey, come do this. You can't rely on invitations or invites from other people to make your Christmas be fun or to make your New Year's be fun. And a lot of people do that. They sit there and complain that their Christmas isn't fun or Christmas or New Year's isn't fun, but they're not doing anything. They're not initiating anything. They're not planning anything. They're just waiting for people to invite them somewhere. You can make the plans. So that's a big tip when you're single parenting at Christmas. If you're fearful of how it's going to look like, or you're getting sad, you're getting anxious, you're getting nervous, then really plan how you want it to look like, how you want your Christmas to be and how you want your New Year's to be. Plan ahead. And so that way you're not caught up thinking about what other people are doing. You're not caught up thinking about what your ex is doing. You're not caught up thinking about past memories because you're creating your own fun. That's what it's about. You're creating new memories. And the more Christmases you have, the more memories you have and the less your ex is involved in those memories. Start planning how you want it to look. Now, another big thing when it comes to co-parenting at Christmas is boundaries. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. It's easy to get sweet talked into doing something that you don't want to do. And then you say yes because you feel guilty. And then come Christmas Day, it's like, well, shit, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want my ex to have the kids on Christmas Eve night. I wanted to wake up with the kids. But I felt guilty, so I said yes. If you don't want to do something and you've already got your plan, your parenting plan in place, and they've come in and tried to change it to suit their needs, have your boundaries. Just say, no, actually, I'm going to stick with this year. Thank you. Next year, we can do it that way. Stick to your boundaries when it comes to times, when it comes to schedules, when it comes to anything on Christmas Day. Don't let your ex convince you of doing things that you will later regret and that you will end up sitting around being upset and miserable on Christmas because you gave into your ex to make them happy when now you're unhappy. Christmas is a time where you can also focus on your needs. And don't feel like you need to give in to your ex just to make them happy. I mean, hey, by all means, cooperate. By all means, work together. But not just give in to them so they can have their way where you're missing out. Have your boundaries and stick to them. And I will have this little reminder with everything I say about boundaries. Boundaries isn't about telling them what you want from them. Boundaries isn't about telling them what they can and can't do. Boundaries is about saying, no, I'm not comfortable with that. No, I don't agree with that. It's about saying what you want. It's about showing what your expectations are. So don't let your ex overstep the mark by trying to walk all over you and take advantage of your needs where you're letting them get away with things that you don't want them to. Stick to your boundaries. Be firm and no, not doing that. Don't cave. And one big thing that can make co-parenting at Christmas difficult is just the fact that you have to communicate with them because they're your ex, right? They piss you off. You don't want to have to deal with them. This is meant to be a fun day. It's meant to be a nice, happy day. You don't want to have to talk to this person that you don't like on Christmas Day. But unfortunately, when you're co-parenting, there's a good chance you will have to, unless you've worked out an arrangement where there's no handovers on Christmas Day. So if you do have to communicate with them on Christmas and it triggers you and it pisses you off, just like I mentioned in my intro where he really pushed my buttons. So when you get triggered by your ex on Christmas Day, I want you just to stop. Just stop. Don't just get in the moment and be like, how dare you ruin my Christmas, and then start a texting war, and then it's just going to make your Christmas even worse. That's where it goes downhill. Don't engage. Don't feed into it. Don't take it personally. Just be aware of your triggers. If they really push your buttons, if they say something that really gets under your skin, especially when you're dealing with a narcissist who really likes to make your fun days a living hell. They don't like it when other people have fun, do they? So when they want to just push it that little bit too far and you're like, you asshole, I want you just to stop and remind yourself that if they were happy and having a good day, they wouldn't be feeling the need to be a shithead to you. They'd be focused on their fun day. Don't get triggered. Just stop, reflect on what's happening. Don't engage, don't respond if you don't have to. Just let it be. Don't take it personally. If need be, if you don't have to communicate with them, block their number on Christmas Day. Or you can silence a number. Is that what it's called when they can still send you messages, but you don't get the notifications? So that's less triggering. You're not just caught off guard. You can check it when you need to, and you probably don't even notice that they've sent you a message on Christmas Day because you haven't got it on, what's it called? I can't even, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. So do that. Just try and eliminate those triggers. Try avoid getting worked up into their drama and their mind games. So really be aware and cautious of that. And that's when you do get caught up into that, that's where it does go downhill. That's where it does turn into a shit fight. So try and really step back from it. Don't engage, and really try and respond instead of react. And if need be, don't even respond at all if it's not related to something that's necessary for that day or for the kids' handover or something like that. Avoid those triggers that will really set you off on Christmas. Another thing you can do that can help make Christmas a little bit nicer is focus on your energy. Create a vibe. Create a new vibe, a new Christmas fun experience for you and your kids. It's now something completely different. You're probably celebrating it in a way that you haven't already. Do fun things together. Do some baking together. Put up the Christmas tree together, which you probably already have by the time this is released. Have your fun Santa photos together. As I said earlier, this is something me and my daughter do every year. We have a Santa photo, just us two, and then I do one without me, so it's just her and Santa, which is always quite cute. That's our tradition. Every year we do that. We have a little mummy-daughter Santa photo and a photo of just her. Create your little traditions. And every year I make my Tim Tam balls, which my daughter's now started helping doing. And for those of you in Australia, will probably know what Tim Tam balls are. The rest of the world, you're missing out. I love my Tim Tam balls, and I make them every Christmas. So create your little fun traditions that you guys do together. Going to Christmas carols. Visit new friends and families. Do something. Create a little Kris Kringle with your family if it's something you haven't done before. Create a new Christmas vibe that makes it fun. Start playing Christmas music in the house. Go for a drive around your neighborhood and look at all the Christmas lights. And it's important to really remember that just because it's you and the kids doesn't mean it can't be fun. It's as fun as you make it. Having one adult in the house does not mean you cannot have a fun Christmas. It doesn't mean you can't still have those same fun experiences. You've just got to organize it now yourself. Maybe you relied on someone else to do that for you. Maybe you just relied on someone to doing it with you. Now it's just you doing it, but you can still do it and you can still have that. And that kind of feeds on to my next point, which is planning. But that more so relates to when you don't have the kids. Now, everyone's co-parenting schedule looks very different. Some people might have them half day, half Christmas Day, in the morning, and in the evening with the other parent. Some people might just have them here in Australia. We have our school holidays. So some people have half holidays with one parent, half the holidays with the other parent. Some people do it Christmas Eve. Some people do it Christmas Day. Everyone's got their own schedule. So when you don't have the kids, please don't use that time to sit around and be sad. Don't use that time to sit around and just wish of the life that you had. Wish you had that back again. Thinking of all the what ifs and how come and why. Am I not good enough? Why does everyone else get the family life and I don't? Don't get caught up in that spiral. So if you know you're not going to have the kids for a certain time on Christmas Day or throughout that period where you know that most people are doing fun family things, then plan something. Plan something. Don't just go, oh, well, don't have my kids. I guess I'm just going to sit at home and do nothing. Remember, it's what you make it. You can invite friends over to your house for afternoon drinks. If your kids are with the other parent for dinner in the evening, invite some friends over. You'd be surprised at how many people these days do not spend Christmas Day or the whole Christmas Day with their family. There are a lot of people that for the evening time, they're not with their family or they're not seeing their family at all. Invite some friends over for an evening for dinner or for evening cocktails or drinks or something. Or reach out to friends. There's a good chance you probably have some other single parent friends who might be in a similar situation. Reach out to them and plan something together. There's no reason you have to sit at home and be sad. I mean, hey, you might want to sit at home and do nothing because you might need the break. So if that's the case, go ahead and do it. We all need to have that clock off time. So maybe that's a good chance for you to really step back and just unwind and enjoy the quiet time. But if you're not wanting that, if you're not wanting to be alone, then plan something. Plan time with friends. Reach out to other single parents. Reach out to single groups, those Facebook groups that are full of singles. Quite often you'll see people there organising things because they're in a similar, it's a tongue twister, similar situation. So don't sit there and wait for the day to come and then be like, oh, I'm now all alone. I'm going to be sad and miserable. If you don't want to be alone, then plan something. Even if it's just you're happy to be on your own, but you just don't want to be at home, then go and do something. Go down to the park, go down to the beach and read a book. Go somewhere. Go for a bike ride. Take yourself out for lunch or dinner. Some places are still open. Depending on where you are, you can probably still get a nice meal. There's no reason why you have to sit at home and be alone. Yes, it is nice when you have people around you, but sometimes it's nice just to do things on your own as well. So if you don't want to be sitting at home on your own in that Christmas period when your kids are with the other parent, then plan something. And I have to say, this is quite often the time when you see dating apps go bananas for that exact reason. People don't want to be sitting at home on Christmas and New Year's on their own. So the dating apps are going crazy with people like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be lonely. So let's find someone to fix that for me. I mean, hey, you can do that, but that's just a bit of a Band-Aid fix. Go and enjoy time on your own. Go and enjoy time with your friends. Go and make new friends. Go and socialize somewhere. Don't rely on a possible date that may not stick around to make you feel better. I mean, I'm not saying don't date. Go and date. Go and have fun. But I just don't agree with dating just because you're lonely. That's just me. So do what works for you. Do what makes you happy. But if you're feeling anxious about sitting at home alone in that period, then find something to do. This is a big one. I really need to emphasize this one when it comes to Christmas, and that is comparing. It is so easy to get into that comparison bubble when you're a single parent at Christmas time. Please do not, because that will just, it'll suck the life out of you. It really will. And it just makes you all emotional and sad. And you're like, why can't I have this? Why am I doing this? Why are they having this? Why? Don't get caught up in that. And when you finding yourself doing that, then go back to that step where I said at the beginning, plan what you want your Christmas to look like. If you're not happy with where you're at and what you're doing and you're caught up comparing yourself to everyone else, then go back to step one where I said, plan what you want your Christmas to look like and then start making that happen. But don't compare yourself. And most importantly, don't compare to what your Christmas was last year or the year before that or the year before that. Just focus on where you're at now. And if you're not happy, plan something, do something, create something, reach out to family, reach out to friends. Just don't get caught up in the comparison bubble. It will not make you feel any better on Christmas, I promise you. And most importantly, if you are really stuck in this bubble of, well, fuck life shit. I'm over this. I hate this. I hate being single. I hate being alone. I hate. Oh, I don't like using those words. It's putting too much negativity out into the world. But if you do get caught up in that mind frame thinking that, then please reach out for support. I'm here. I am here to listen to you. I'm here for you to vent. I'm here to have you really get angry at me because of your ex if you need to. I'm here for you to have a cry if need be. I'm here for you to just tell me how pissed off you are at your ex that they've now got a new partner there and the kids are there. I'm here. Let it out. If you need someone to vent to, let it out. Because I do have those it's like a little clarity session. It's a 45-minute session. It's not a full-on coaching session. It's like a little check-in chat, really. When you're having a shit day, you're going through Christmas, you're going through the holidays, you're having troubles with co-parenting, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling lonely, you're feeling angry, you're feeling bitter, you're just hating on everything. This is a little individual chat session where you can just book in for a 45-minute chat and, like I just said, let it out. Have your vent. And hopefully by the end of it, which I know you will, because every chat I've been to with one of these people always do feel better. And that's what I was about to say. By the end of it, you will feel better, because you're not just talking to someone that's going to sit there and entertain the negativity. Yeah, they're an asshole. Yeah, they're this. No, I'm going to sit here and I will listen to you. I will let you vent. I will let you cry. I'll let you scream and yell and do whatever you need to do. But by the end of it, I'm going to give you some words and some words of wisdom and ways to reframe that, so you can, by the end of the chat, you're feeling a little bit better. It's like, thank you, Leanne. I needed that. It's exactly what I needed. And this is why I tell people not to go to Facebook, because quite often it's not positive words. Quite often it's not supportive and encouraging feedback. So if you do need something like that over the Christmas period, then that is why I have these sessions. It's like your little support check-in chat when you're just feeling trapped. You're feeling unsure. You're just anxious about going into Christmas on your own. Then that is exactly what these chats are for. Well, it's not just for Christmas. It's for any kind of time of the year. But it's a little check-in. Hey, Leanne, I'm feeling shit. I'm over it. I'm anxious about Christmas. I don't want to deal with my ex. I just need someone to talk to and help me through this. I'm your girl. I'm here. Let's chat. Let's talk it out. And that is what that session is for. There's no contract. There's no pressure to commit to anything. It's a 45-minute session where you can vent away. And I will leave you with some encouraging support and advice so you can get off that chat feeling a little bit better in yourself. Mind you, after 45 minutes, I'm not going to be able to change the world, but it is intended to make you feel a little bit better. And I know it will. So that chat is there. And I'll put it in the show notes as well if you're wanting that little bit of boost to make yourself feel a little bit better over the Christmas period or the New Year period. Those chats are a great little boost of motivation when you need them, when you're feeling shit as a single parent, because we all have those days. Let's not deny it. So reach out if you want that. It is in the show notes. You can DM me on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere. Come over, say hi. If you can't find that link, or if you need some support on how to get it set up or how to book it in, then I can send you the link directly if you come and message me over there. Or if you want to even just come over and say hi, I will give you a little hi back. Trust me, I talk to you all. So please just remember, going into Christmas, it is a fun time, but it can also be the complete opposite too. It can be very sad and lonely, but it's what you make it. It is what you make it. So if you're feeling like you're going down the direction of heading more towards being sad and lonely, then please book in one of those chats. Let's flip that around for you and let's find the good in where you're at. And let's make this more of a happier time of year for you, because I promise you there is good in it. Sometimes you just need someone to help you take those blinkers off and realize, oh, fuck yeah. Look at everything that's working well in my life for me. And that is what I help you with, my friends. So reach out if that is for you. It is in the show notes, but like I said, jump over to Instagram or Facebook if that resonated with you and you want to book that in, and I can send you the link directly from there. Feel free to share this with your single parent friends if you're loving the show and you're feeling like other people might also benefit from this show, then share it with them. Let them know that this support is also out there for them and for everyone else. And if you are really loving the show, give me a review, give me a little 5-star acknowledgement. Give me a little, hey, I love your show. It's the best show I've ever listened to. Well, you can if you want to. I won't say no to that. But all that does help. It does help the algorithm. It does help get out there more into the single parent community. So all those kind, beautiful words help in so many ways you have no idea. So just to wrap it up, please have a fun Christmas. I know there's a few more episodes before Christmas come out, but really have a great Christmas. It is a beautiful time of the year. I really, really love Christmas. So just remember, it is what you make it. and reach out if you are wanting support to help that be a little bit more happier for you, to help you through this challenging time as a single parent. So thank you again, everyone. I hope this episode has helped you through this crazy time of the year as a single parent. And until next week, I'll be in your ears then. Thank you for joining us on the Life After Plus One podcast. If you loved what you heard today and looking for some further support, then jump onto our website, lifeafterplusone.com. Plus, don't forget to check out our Instagram page for further resources and inspo. You can find all the links in the show notes. And remember, you're not alone on this path. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next episode. And in the meantime, keep thriving, keep growing, and keep exploring your amazing life after plus one.